Welcome back, friends. It is Big Dano Plays Kingdom Death, and we are here about to commence probably what will go down as one of the longest episodes of Big Dano Plays Kingdom Death in the history of the series, of which we are now on campaign number 4. And we are absolutely about to embark on the Year of Death. The Year of Death. So let's nip over to the books here, and you can see we're in the people of Middleburg, great, glorious civilization. And yes, we are about to face the Butcher, the Manhunter, and the Lion Knight, all in the one lantern year. Two of these fights are absolute critical importance that we win. One of them is utterly irrelevant, and that is the Manhunter. But we'll have a bit of fun with the Manhunter. He's a good fight. We're going to do the Manhunter last. We have an ace in the hole. We have Story in the Snow. So if we fail either one of these, we do get to re-roll and have a crack. But yeah, it's momentous. If we are successful in these two hunts, the Green Armour set is done. We lock it in. We basically cannot fail from this point. It's just a matter of time, and we can start rocking the Green Armour set in fights against the King, against the Gambler. We probably won't get it against the Gambler unless I... What do we... No, we can't get it against the Gambler. The earliest we can get it is Lantern Year 21. And it'll more likely be 24, 25. But I feel very, very good. That will make our challenge against the Godhand a legitimate possibility. The real sticking points are the two real sticking points in this, once you know the showdowns and know the stuff, the Green Armour set. You need to have a Guitar Master available when you defeat this champion, which is the Lion Knight level 4. Guitar Mastery is relatively easy to build up. It's a good mastery, so it's not bad having that mastery available to us. The second and more challenging part is having a survivor with Ghostly Beauty who defeats the Flower Knight. Ghostly Beauty allows you to gain the Narcissistic disorder, and then if you defeat a level 3 and you have Narcissistic and Ghostly Beauty, you gain the True Blade Secret Fighting Art. We lucked into Ghostly Beauty on our second flip for disorders, which is so outrageous that it can't be anything but absolutely the universe conspiring to make sure that Big Dano has a successful run at Green Armour on film. I've tried since then to get it again, have not yet get it, and this is obviously the hardest part. The one thing I will say though is you get a lot of years to try and flip that disorder, because at that point, as soon as you have that disorder, you need to gain fencing in the showdown. But against that champion, getting fencing is actually very controllable, because you just basically play the fight, let that guy be the only one who hits, gain extra luck, flips and founding stones, and eventually you just roll into it. I think I was a 4+ roll to get it on my second attempt. So fencing makes, once you've got those two components, everything else is just a matter of persistence and time and making sure that you're doing all of your things right. And we've done that, sort of. We did fuck up slightly, but we gave up our stupid fucking flower. Anyway, we're in. We're going to do our showdown against the Lion Knight. We do places everyone, the story event. We've chosen 4 departing survivors and Jonas, who is the key, the Guitar Master. He doesn't have to do anything in this fight, and so he is going to be our scout. He may still fight, and that could be a risk. No, he definitely won't fight because he's not going to have his weapons. So he's literally just gonna hide in his stone face and hope for the best. But he might not actually hide until later on in the piece. But we have to do this places everyone, and we shall roll a something, places. We roll 6. The nominated survivor with the lowest insanity gains the anxiety disorder. Kaylin gains anxiety. So anxiety is if you start the showdown without stinky gear, you gain priority target. Kaylin, she does have stinky gear. She's rocking with Monster Grease. So that is a very good one for us to flip. No downside whatsoever. So we now will go to the stage. Take the stage. So our survivors will depart. Now, let's just rip through here. So, do we have any other stuff? Departing survivors don't gain any other benefits. We didn't gain that evasion. Great. So we'll just nip through our survivors. So we'll randomly assign them these. Michiko is the ruler. Kaylin is the fool. Our damsel is her. She doesn't have a systemic pressure token. And the villain, the poor villain, is August. Interesting. Okay, so the Fool gains waist armor 0. And we will place them out. So Michiko is there. Michiko is the ruler. So she wants to be near the throne. The Fool wants to be near the horn. The villain can't run away and can't do anything in terms of survival. She will go there, and Seb will go here. Not Seb. Jonas, the only important dude in this fight, Dano. All right, so it's every card in his deck for his showdown. Boom, boom, boom. And then his hit location deck, it is every card. Alrighty. Big moment, friends, big moment. Wish us luck. We go first against this guy, I believe. Showdown Lion Knights. We go first. Throne, balcony, stage, and horn. Survivors are in the blue zone. Oh, again, the Lion Knight badge. I don't think I took that last time. What does it actually do? Is it any good? Can't be that good if I can't even find the fucker. Lion Knight badge. It's none of those. It's not Slender Man. There it is. Yeah, it's gain an accuracy with no things, so I'm not using that. Okay, so we go first. So, the villain. The villain will go and will advance onto the stage and put up a block. The hit location deck is face up. Noble Breastplate. The ruler, -2 movement. So Michiko is going to go. Just done. Michiko is going to advance and then dash. She's got an extra one at the body. And so she will get into the rear of the Lion Knight and she will swing with the Lantern Sword. So the Lantern Sword is speed 3. She actually rolls a 4. It hits on a 5+. She's rolling 4 dice. Is this a good idea? Should I use a rib blade? No, we're doing it. 2s to hit. She re-rolls 1s. Good work, Michiko. Don't fucking trap me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Actually beautiful. First strike parry. We are not hitting with a Qatar. We are unlikely to fail because we are rolling a Lantern Sword. Sorry, I should specify. So the reason we got to re-roll our 1 there is because the Rainbow Wing Belt allows you to reroll any attacks, and she has all of the requisite affinities to do that. Oh, does she do that? Yes. She actually doesn't need to spend a survival to dash, because at the start of her act, thanks to being insane, she gains +1 speed. So, the Lantern Sword has sharp, so the actual wound roll will be the yellow, and she can't crit, but she can wound on a 6 + 3 is 6 + 3 is 9. Where's the Lantern Sword? 10. Why is she 10? Why do you think it's 10? It's 9. Sword Mastery. Does it automatically calculate? Does Sword Mastery automatically calculate that? Scribe guy, you fucking rock, man. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop that because it's calculated in here already. Oh, amazing. So it's strength 9. His toughness 15, so we need a 6. The yellow, if it rolls a 1, is a failure. It rolls an 8, which is a 10, which is a wound. So we don't fail. It is a first strike parry. We gain +6, so we gain a critical hit because of that. So we gain 1, 2, 3, insanity. Dauntless repel. 1 wound, down. So we'll do it in this order. So again, sharp. That's a 7, so it is a wound. Bang. There's no ruler triggered. The death blow, it's a 10. Gain that. And then this one is a 5 and a 10, which is a wound. That'll do. 4 wounds from Michiko to kick us off. And cancel, turn the line up to face the attacker and move 3 spaces forward. 1, 2, 3. Michiko is knocked down. Great. What is on top of the hit location deck right now? It is a right leg. So Jonas, he's going to move 1, 2, 3, and he's going to jump into the hidden face. That was actually the first thing we did because Jonas has Prima Donna, so he has to go first. It's done. So Jonas is safe in the stone face. Our villain is on the stage, and so can spend survival. Michiko is done. Layla. Layla is not going to go. Actually do Kaylin. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So she's going to move to here, and she's going to shoot the Vespertine bow. She hits on a 2 because she's rolling it once, and then she hits on a perfect hit. So we get this wound, and we get this wound. We'll do it in this order. So she can crit on an 8. Now Kaylin needs, the Vespertine bow is only 4, so she literally just crits on an 8. So can she crit? No, she can't. 7. Yep, 7 and 4 is 11, so it's no wound. So that one does nothing. This one, she can wound on a 10. It's an 8, which that was the other way around. She's got nowhere to choose that. So no wounds from Kaylin. We have the Valiant Cape on the top. Do we shoot again with Kaylin? Yeah, we shoot again. Hits, a torn cape, and a reflex. Kaylin, oh hang on, Kaylin is the fool. Yep, no, she's fine, so. Oh, we'll do this one first. The Lion Knight tenses. If the attacker is the fool, he gains -2 toughness until the end of the attack, which will mean we can wound him on a 9. Exactly the same. Can we crit? We can. We'll do the Lion Knight is knocked down, because that's a better one. That's impervious, we can't do a wound. He's knocked down, so we cancel that reflex. That's a 2, we do not do a wound. So, whilst the Lion Knight is knocked down, reflexes are not counted. Kalen has surged. We will spend a survival on Kalen to fist bump and stand up Michiko. And Michiko will surge to swing again with the lantern sword. This is such a risk, but you know, fuck it. 3s to hit. That's perfect. Two hits, no 1s, so we don't re-roll those. It's the noble stage fight and 2 stage fights. Both of these reactions are cancelled. Michiko's wounding on 6 in total. That is a wound. And so that is a failure, but we do have the option to potentially re-roll that. I need to do a wound with a Guardian re-roll, and we have a lot of Guardian re-rolls. Jonas does not have a Guardian re-roll. Michiko has one. Layla has one. Kalen has one. So Kalen's probably the least likely to get damage at the moment. So Kalen will allow us to do a systemic pressure token for a re-roll. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. All right, the Valiant Buckle is on top. So we'll do Layla. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. Layla is the damsel. And she will attack with her fist and tooth. He is knocked down, so that's 2 hits. We have a Valiant Buckle and Don't Be the Trap. Oh, yes. So she has Fist and Tooth, Monster Claw style. And if she rolls a wound that is a critical, it will be an extra wound from Savage. She can't do anything about that. So she's strength 6, so she's looking for 9s, which is also a crit. She crits on 8s, so that's a 7, which is not a wound. We will not worry about re-rolling that one, but we may re-roll this one. That's a 2. I think we will re-roll this one. We'll use another Guardian re-roll. Oh, it's another 2. Come on, man. Come on. Michiko's Guardian re-roll. The trap is on top. Okay, good, 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 good. That's the end of our turn. And so the Lion Knight is going to go. And so he's going to draw his first AI card, and it is Jealous Rage. The closest survivor to the damsel is Michiko. That's awesome. Okay, so move and attack the target. Moves to here and swings. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 speed tokens. Oh gosh. Michiko has surge, so she can't put up her block. Jealous Rage. This is an amazing card. I love it. Okay, so sitting on 2+, Michiko's evasion 5, so this goes to 7s. That's 1 in total. So Michiko will spend a survival to dodge and take no hits. And then full move the Lion Knight through the damsel. If there is no damsel, turn the monster to face away from the target and full move forward. So the damsel, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Long way away. Very good. Grab doesn't do damage, I don't think. So then, at the end of his turn, he performs basic action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's back there. And that is all she wrote. So, that's the end of the monster's turn. It's our turn. We know the trap is on top. So who is the best person? Basic action. He's speed 8, so there's no way for Kalen to get enough range to be out of his attack range. But Kaylin is probably the pick here. She is absolutely the pick. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she'll shoot. So Kaylin's going to shoot her bow. She rolls a 3. We know it's the trap, so we won't worry about doing anything else. Everyone swaps their roll cards. So the fool becomes the ruler. The villain becomes the fool. The damsel becomes blah, 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 blah. So our new villain is Layla. She's a long way away. Our new fool loses waist armor, which is August. She loses all of her waist armor. Thank you, August. And she gains +2 to severe injury rolls. And then old mate's going to perform basic action targeting her. And so the basic action is quite a lot of speed. She can't do anything. She is doomed. Okay, so it's 6 speed on Kaylin. She's evasion, not too bad, I think. She's evasion 4. So hitting on a 6+, 2 hits. The 2 hit locations are the hand and the head, and these are 3 damage each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. She suffers bash, but she has leather armor, so she ignores bash. So Kaylin will go again, I think. She'll surge. What's the hit location reflex? She's not the fool. Yep, so she'll shoot her bow. She perfect hits, and then she backs it up with another hit. Stage fight's not good. The attacker is not the fool, so can Kaylin crit? No, she can't. It's not a wound. She's not the fool. Do we re-roll that to try and get a 10 or an 8+? I don't think we do. So stage fight, reflex. That goes back on top of the hit location deck. Kaylin suffers knockback 7 and loses 2 armor points at a random location, 2 armor points at the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the Lion Knight chases her. To there. Done. So we will do August now. Kaylin, it's not your best turns. Unfortunately, the bow starts to lose efficacy the longer this game goes on, campaign goes on. So we're probably retiring the Vespertine bow very shortly. We will swing in the rear with the Beast Knuckle on August. She will consume she'll spend a survival to surge to gain a strength token. She brought a fresh acanthus with her. No one suffered a severe injury. Yeah, she's got guitar specialization. Does she slam? If she slams, let's go and have a look. After you slam, spend to move 1 space and attack, activate a melee weapon with 1. Yeah, so we are going to slam. Screaming armor. Yep. And so then we are activating a melee weapon with +2 strength. So it's strength 7, 4, 11. So within a 4 to 1. 2 4s is 2 hits because she's a lot of accuracy. It's 2 stage fights. We cancel the reaction on the first hit location, which is very nice. That is a perfect wound, 1 wound, and then the second one, that is not, or is it a wound? Because as the Beast Knuckle gets you -1 toughness, it is a wound. Another wound, suffers knockback 7, full move of the Lion Knight towards the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to here. And that is all she wrote there. What is on top? We have the Dauntless Repel, the parry, Michiko. 1, 2, 3, 4. Michiko goes into the rear. She's going to swing with her sword, the Lantern Sword. It's such a terrible, terrible risk to do this. They're rolling 4 dice. 3 hits. Good on you, Michiko. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is amazing. Because she has the critical wound. Oh, I love this. That's a critical wound, gain 3 insanity on Michiko. Wound. Critical wound. It's a 4, that's a critical. Suffers -1 speed when it attacks the villain. It's another wound. And then finally this one, she can't critical it. It is a sharp. Sorry, I need to roll 2 dice. It is sharp. Double 1s. Man, if that was a wound, oh no, that's perfect. Huh. Great. What is on top? Valiant Pauldron. Michiko can't surge because he performs outbursts at the end of the attack. So Michiko is done there. We could surge with, no, August has already surged to swallow the Acanthus, and I need to take that out of storage. Need to get some more actually, we might go. So the only survivor we've got left is actually Layla, and I reckon we might be better off running Layla away. Yep, we'll take that, we'll call that our turn. I can't reach Layla where she is, so she's going to move away. And so the Lion Knight takes his turn. He's going to roll the closest threat in facing in range, which is the Fool and August, so that's perfect. So it's speed 4, which goes to speed 6. August has evasion 4, so these are hitting on 6+. She's not the villain. That is 2 hits. She does not have a block up, so could she? Is it surge to attack? No, she's already surged because we went first. Damn, that's annoying. 2 hits, so 1 hit. I see how Gourmandism is starting to work now. So where are those hits going? They're going the boots and the waist. So this is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. We're actually going to take both of those. We're actually going to take the one on the waist. 1, 2, 3. We gain plus 3 to these. You may archive 2 positive attribute tokens. We don't have 2 positive attribute tokens yet, do we? She needs to eat something else. So if she eats 2 things, she can then archive those, or if we have other positive attributes that we bring into the fight. Non-deaf insane survivors gain +1 movement. Protective fur. Interesting, interesting. Oh, actually, she could eat that monster grease. All right. Okay, so she's going to get +3 to this roll because she's the fool. And then she also has the Screaming Coat, which is add +1 to severe waist injury rolls. So she's +3. She rolls a 9 on the waist severe injury roll, which is bruised tailbone. Gain a bleeding token. You cannot dash until the showdown ends. Unfortunate. We actually want her to do some stuff that causes her to roll those. Cool, cool, cool. Juggernaut. She is not Schadenfreude for anyone else, but she does suffer a knockdown because of that. She then suffers bash and knockback 7 to the monster's right. 1, 2, 3. She's all the way up here. The monster then does his basic action, which is 1, 2, 8 to there. He doesn't get to our girl, the villain. And so that is all for his turn. We start a new turn. Feeling nervous, feeling nervous. Fist and Tooth proficiency for everyone allows August to stand up at the start of her turn. Our villain is probably the perfect person to be the villain right now. Oh, there's another way to get an extra evasion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's actually not there. She's further away. I said she's further away, so I'm going to move her down here. August is going to spend a survival to surge. And she's going to eat monster grease. She's going to gain another strength token. And then she's going to punch on. She could also gain an accuracy token. She does not need an accuracy token. Take it from me. She's accurate enough. She hits twice with the guitar. So she will gain this, and she will gain this. Cancels a reaction on the first one. So we'll cancel that one. 3, 6, and the guitar, 10. Not enough. Can we use the slam? Yeah, we use the slam. So that is a wound. And then wounds on a 2+. That's a wound. We don't critical, so turn the Lion Knight to face the attacker and move 3 spaces forward. She's knocked down. She's had a really good turn. She's not subjugated. She's consumed again. Yep. She's lost her 2 positive evasion. 1, 2. But she has 2 strength tokens, so she can potentially use that Juggernaut ability. She's got nothing else to consume. So that's it for this showdown. If she gets a severe injury. Ooh. Just lets you ignore it. That's incredible. So August is done. Layla is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She still can't spend survival. Michiko is the ruler. No, Michiko is the damsel. Kaylin's the ruler. What does the throne let us do again? If the ruler is standing on the throne, yeah, that's nothing. Fool is a honk. So the damsel is Michiko. So Michiko is going to use her antelope mask to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto the balcony, which means the monster suffers -1 speed. Kaylin's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, spending a survival to dash. Not our best turn. Dash. Layla doesn't have a shield, so she can't put up block. Kaylin doesn't have a shield, so she can't put up block. The fool is done. She doesn't have a block. Michiko will put up block 2, which is done. That's the end of our turn. Come on, Dano. Encore! That's actually pretty good for us. Place all survivors in the spaces where they started the showdown. Remove all roll cards. A random survivor gains the villain card. Encore! Encore! All right, Kaylin is still the ruler. Michiko is the fool. So she loses all waist armor. The damsel, oh, this is perfection. The damsel is Layla, and the person who has the ability to ignore a severe injury is the villain. So the encore is completed. Now the villain does basic action, so he's going to move straight over to here. He's going to target her with a 6 speed attack. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 4s. Oh dear, that is 1, 2, those 5 hits at 3 damage a pop. She can't spend survival because she's not on the throne, not on the stage. So that could be problematic. Head, body, waist, boot. That could be very problematic. August. So these are 3 damage apiece. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So she's knocked down. Hands. No. Legs. 1, 2, 3. Body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She survives a severe, or she has a severe injury roll on the waist. She gets +1 to this roll. She rolls a 7, which is an 8 on the waist. A slashed back. You cannot surge until the showdown ends. I think we're going to take that because we can't eat anything else and she didn't die. We'll keep the juggernaut up in the back pocket. So she's knocked down. End of our turn, or end of his turn rather. She stands up from fist and tooth. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And she'll punch with the guitar, I guess. Hits once, beautiful. We get that. Really would like a wound there. 7's a wound, that's good. The Lion Knight faints left. Moves 2 spaces to the left. Haha, 1, 2. She's now on the stage, so she can spend survival, which is amazing. The ruler is Kaylin, so she'll just go 1, 2, 3 to there. The fool is Michiko. What's on top of this? Dauntless Repel. So Michiko is definitely the target for this attack. And the damsel, Layla, so done, done. Layla is going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the rear. She'll swing with. No, I think she'll actually go here. She's going to run for the stage. Michiko gets to use the antelope helm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 into the rear. Swinging with her. Do we use a rib blade at this point, Deno? No, do the wounds. Live dangerously. Do we actually want to be in the rear? We're hitting. What's Michiko hitting on? She's hitting on 2+, isn't she? Yeah, 2+. All right. Terrible choice here. Don't be the trap. Oh my God. Michiko. So that's a fine reflex. Those are both bad. So, okay, Michiko potentially can do 3, maybe even 4 wounds here if we roll a crit. So this one, we get +4, 6 luck. So that is a critical and it's a parry. So that is fine. Gain 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. Ignore parry when attempting to wound hit locations, and that's it. Michiko is not the villain. So this one, it is a 12. The attacker is not the villain, so we do not end the turn. Did I remember to do a wound before? I think so. And this one, we need to roll a 10 on this one to cancel the thing. It's not a cancel, it is a wound. So then the Lion Knight, turn to face the attacker and move 1 space backwards. So that's done. So Michiko is the fool. What is on top of the hit location deck? It is the Valiant Pauldron. I reckon Michiko is going to spend a survival to dash and to surge, and she's going to swing the rib blade this time. So swinging the rib blade, that's a 4, that's a hit. We gain this wound. Oh my God. 7 is a wound. It's not a critical. Come on, Deno. Come on, mate. You can do it. So turn the Lion Knight to face the attacker. Move 3 steps forward. We will dash with. No, she can't dash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knock down. Knock down. The Lion Knight's just prancing around the stage. Kaylin's going to shoot the Vespertine bow. She hits on a 4. Legendary lungs. She misses, so she just gets the 1 hit. Oh, she gets the reroll. Is it the trap? It's not the trap, it's the death blow. Well, Kaylin is unlikely to be able to do this wound. Kaylin is the ruler, so if she criticals here, everyone gains a survival and all knockdown survivors stand. It's not a critical. Do we Vespertine bow this? I reckon we do Vespertine bow this. She'll do it on herself. It's a 1, that's a fail. And the last one we need a 10. Nope, fail. Looks like we're trapping again. Oh my God, stage fights. That's the end of our turn. Start of the monster turn. She can't stand up, so we roll Soliloquy. All non-deaf survivors. Place the Lion Knight at the center of the showdown board. He is placed there. Intimidate. All targets suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level and lose an equal amount of survival. So, because of the Fetosaurus, the monster level is reduced to 2. So all survivors suffer Now, does anyone have that thing that allows them to ignore intimidate actions? Stalwart, I believe. Kaylin, you are not stalwart. August, you are not stalwart. Layla, you are not. Michiko, you are not stalwart. And Jonas is not even on the board. But he's not stalwart. Okay, so Michiko suffers 2 brain damage and 2 survival. Layla, 2 brain damage, 2 survival. Kaylin, 2 brain damage, 2 survival. She will use prepared to do that. August, 2 brain damage, 2 survival. Not prepared. It's called something else. Grounded. That is it. No one was knocked down as a result of that. We're then doing basic action. So we are going to target her. It's going to move to there. We don't have a block. He's 6 speed. No, he's 5 speed now because of the critical wound thing. So, bad times. Oh my god. 4 hits. Could be in trouble here for poor August. Body, waist, waist, head. Can't dodge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all right. So the head roll. The head roll is a 6. She has no systemic pressure. So 6 on the head is death. Pretty bad. She also got a slashed back. Gain a bleeding token. The body, she has 2 rolls on the body. So the first one is a 3, which is gain 2 bleeding tokens. So we will use our archive thing. So we'll archive 2 strength tokens to ignore that. Thanks to Juggernaut. And then another body is a 3. She dies to bleeding token. So she is dead. And that would normally be the end of the showdown and we would lose. But we have this card, which is called Last Act, which only triggers in the final showdown against him, which is when the villain dies, instead of ending the showdown, archive a random survivor's roll card. So the random survivors will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 1, 2, 3. So Kaylin as the ruler is now no longer in play. The villain is now Kaylin. That is the end of the monster's turn. It's our turn. Do we bring old mate out now and make him the villain? How many wounds have we got to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds left. So the trap's definitely happening, right? So Kaylin's the villain. She'll go to there. Michiko automatically stands up. Damsel, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Michiko will go there. She's the fool. She'll swing with the rib blade. She rolls a 1, but she gets to re-roll 1s from the rainbow wing belt. She rolls another 1. Come on, Michiko. Spend a survival to surge. She hits. We get this reflex, which is a stage fight. She loses 2 armor to a random hit location. She loses 2 armor to the body. Can she wound? She needs to roll easily wounds. Attacker suffers knockback 7. Goes to there. Kaylin will actually do. She'll stay right where she is. What's on top? Another stage fight. Oh my god. Michiko has surged already. Layla will... No, Layla's done. She's fine. That'll do, our turn. Oh, we did a wound. So let's hope we don't flip encore here. Left swipe. The closest threat in facing and in range is Michiko. Speed 4 goes to speed 5, but when the damsel is on the stage, monster suffers -1 speed. So it's 5 speed attack, 2+ hitting Michiko on 7s. That is 1 hit in total. Michiko will spend her last survival to dodge that. So there's no damage triggers. He's then going to target the villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Kaylin has a possibility of running away here. Is it worth doing that? It probably is worth doing that, yes. Yeah, she's got 2 systemic pressure. What's her wound situation like? I'm getting really nervous. Yeah, no, she definitely spends a survival and dashes away. That's his turn. So, Michiko is going to go to there. She has the ability to do that because of the antelope mask. And she'll swing with the rib blade. She hits with the rib blade. She gets this. She wounds with the rib blade. It does knock back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He chases her. Does a wound. The trap was literally bottom decked, which you love to see. So, Kaylin, we don't want Kaylin to be the person who gets attacked now, so we definitely use the damsel. Yep, so the damsel's going to move to here and swing. Hits enough. So we do a trap. The villain does scene change. So our new villain is Layla, who is on the stage. Michiko is the new damsel. Actually, would there have been a way for me to... No. And yes, so a basic action on Layla. It's 5 speed, hitting on a 2+, but Layla has evasion 2, so he goes to 4. So that's 4 hits. These are only 3 damage each. Body, boot, boot, body. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This stone skin is incredible. My God. Incredible. So we'll shuffle the hit location deck. Layla is going to surge and punch again. With fist and tooth. She rolls a perfect hit and 1 hit. So 1, 2, don't be the trap. It's a first strike parry. So we don't have fencing on Layla, I don't think. We really need to do a wound here. So this is a time for a Guardian reroll, should we need to. And we don't. We are critting and deadly. So 3 insanity for Layla. Oh yes, that's savage as well. Savage, 1, 2. It's not the damsel, come on. That's a 2. I think we'll Guardian reroll this. Who's got Guardian? So she's got Guardian, she hasn't used any. Michiko has got Guardian and she's used one, so Michiko will allow her to Guardian reroll. We're looking for an 8, a crit basically. That's not enough, so no wound reaction. Kaylin moves to here. She will shoot the bow in the rear. She rolls a 1 and misses, but she gets to reroll from bow specialist and rolls another 1. She'll surge and shoot again. She rolls an 8 and then legendary lungs. Big roll. Kaylin is the fool. Oh, shit. If she's the fool, the Lion Knight gains -1 toughness. So Kaylin crits on an 8 and wounds on a... It's just 8s. Come on, Kaylin. That's a 4. Is it lifetime reroll time? Or is it reroll time? No. No. We'll roll the reflex. Yep, done. So this one, it's a critical wound. All survivors gain a survival. Roll 1d10 on a 6+. The lion is knocked down. Ping! He's knocked down. All survivors gain a survival, which means Michiko has a survival. No, she can't get a survival to show her because it turned. God, that's so annoying. Ah, Kaylin could have done that a bit earlier. The lion that he's knocked down. That is the entirety of our turn. He has 1 wound remaining, which means he's going to swing twice on her. He stands up at the start of his turn, swings twice on the villain, and the villain is Layla. So Layla is going to suffer 5 hits. Oh, come on, Layla. Don't do this to me. Head, head, hand, body, body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, when a hit causes you to fill in a heavy injury, cancel any remaining damage from that hit. She is not able to spend survival here, so that is unfortunate. She does have to take a body roll. Come on, Layla. I really desperately do not want her to die. She's knocked down, but she had to use her lifetime reroll. Okay, I just remembered we do have a surge opportunity here. No, we don't have a surge opportunity. Damn, because it's his. We went first. Oh, so annoying. All right, she gets hit again. 5 speed. Come on, villain. Oh, that's good. That's only three hits. Come on, Deno. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Don't roll any bodies. 1 body. 1 hand, 1 boot. So boot, 1, 2, 3. That is all done. Waste, 1, 2, 3. So we use that ability again. And we need to roll another one. Come on, Layla. Layla survives on a 6. Disemboweled. She's disemboweled, which gains her a bleeding token, but she survives. It's now our turn. At this point, surely, we just need to do 1 wound. Michiko will swing with the rib blade. Michiko hits. Michiko needs a 2+. She rolls a 6. That is a wound. Yes! Oh, oh, oh. We did it. Oh, I was nervous at the end there. Okay. We lost August, which was a shame, but that's all right. The showdown was victorious. No one needed to get... Kaylin needs a weapon proficiency on the bow there, actually, so... Proficiency point earned. August did get a guitar proficiency point. Everyone else is at max. Complete showdown. Showdown was victorious. We gained 1 hunt XP. We gained 3 collective cognition. Bang. The first of our showdowns is completed. We have achieved King Cuisine now. Nominate a survivor to gain it. Relativity. It's crazy. And it's got a Lumi on it, so someone can gain it and someone else can buy it. So who do we want to get relativity? Deno? No. Baza? Michiko, what do you have dark eye that whole time? Yeah, okay. We'll give it to Michiko. Relativity. That was nerve-wracking. I made a mistake there. I thought I was like, oh fuck, I get to do it. I get to do a surge, but then I can't surge because it was my turn because this guy goes first. Okay. Finale. If we have Guitar Mastery when we defeat a level 3 Lion Knight, oh my god, we never even needed to have that survivor in the showdown. We just needed to have it in the settlement. Gain the Lion Knight's left and rear claws. Left and right claws. These wonderful claws are paired. We can do incredible cool stuff with them, and we shall. And we go to finale. Another incredible piece of artwork. The Lion Knight dramatically falls prone and begins a well-rehearsed finale. The retinue draws the survivors near to hear the Lion Knight's soliloquy. There was once a woman, etc. With her last shred of strength, she dug for a paltry meal through a flinty crack, but a fingernail broke on the rock. A hero appeared. Transfixed by the beauty of the scene, the hero was moved. Of course, a hero does not need a reason to do what they must. Someone gets the courtly screenwriter art. It's not very good. Well, I think it's okay. Get records or something. It'll be Kimberly. You gain the secret fighting art. Courtly screenwriter. Fine. Our survival limit is not a concern. We defeated the Lion Knight level 3. We have achieved this. Now I'm just going to show you this because I think this is important. When you do a special showdown, you return to the update death count step, check milestones, develop. So if we go over to our Green Knight armor, we need the Lion Knight's left claw, 2 iron, 3 leather, 1 scarab shell, and citrinitas. So we can make the green plate right now. And we will do so. So the Lion Knight's left claw is discarded. We don't get to use it, but we get the right claw. Fine. Don't think we're going to use the right claw, but rare gear. Lion Knight's left claw, Lion Knight's right claw. We have a Lion Knight badge, which we didn't take. And we shall gain the ability to make the green plate. leather, 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 iron, iron, scarab shell, lion knight's left claw, craft. The green helm, it thinks we can do that, but we actually can't yet because we need something else. We have the green plate. I'm going to put those both back in because I don't think I'm going to use them. So everything else is already done. We're not going to go through the whole phase again, but we will craft the green plate. I'm going to stop. I'm going to come back maybe after lunch, and I'm going to set up for our next showdown against the level butcher. If we defeat the butcher, my gosh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Let's go. All right, champions, I'm back. I've had lunch. I've set up for the next showdown that we have to face. Unfortunately, that showdown is not the one I'd hoped. It is actually the Manhunter. When I say showdown, I haven't actually set it up yet. I've still got to do the terrain, but let's go. We've got our survivors. We're taking made a few little bits of equipment while I was pondering. So we made some vermin belly boots at the cost of a perfect hide and a vermin resource. We have brought Deno, Jonas, Seb, Deirdre and Melvin. So Jonas, next Lanternier, he picks up the Qatar, the digging claws, the best ones. So, but in the short term, Jonas is going to try and use this figured out Deno, he's going to try and use the beast knuckle. And so he will have good time with that, I think. We'll see. No Kalen this Lantern year. No Marrowist Osteophage. Unfortunately, they are disemboweled and they have to miss until the next Lantern year. So we're bringing out two Nuffies that are both at XP1, so they'll both hopefully level up into a Philosophy. And at the end of the next... I wonder if that means they'll get one this year. Yeah, they will. They will get one this year, which means one of them will get the level 1 or the level 3 Ambitionism. So that'll be exciting. Feel pretty confident about the fight. There's not a lot of surprises left in the game now for us. We feel pretty confident. We'll just flip out one random terrain card, and we get a blood pool. I don't expect we'll be drinking a lot from the blood pool. So allow me to just set this up. Boom. These two go here, one space away. These two go here. There, there. The blood pool's off to the side. Melvin is in green. Melvin is going to rock this dude here. He's going to go there. Deirdre's in white. She's going to go there. Seb is once again in black. We'll nip off here and then it's going to run away at the first sight of it. Jonas, the great man, and finally Big Deno, the shield specialist, the maestro of the entire settlement, who's been manipulating things from behind and just basically being an absolute mad dog this whole time. That is it. We are set up. There is a blood pool off to the side. Won't have much impact, so we'll move on. Let's go over here. So plenty of cards in here, including the legendary, which is always a bit of a concern. And we have added the stakes into this, and the stakes are not as much fun as they sound. This is a blank spot. I already packed away my rawhide gear. I'm not using it again, but because I couldn't bring the Osteophage out, I'm bringing rawhide again. So let's go to the showdown board. Let's go over here to survivors and let's depart for a manhunter, level 3, bang. There's no other stuff that departing survivors get. So Deirdre, so Deno has the red fist fighting art, so everyone gains a strength token. And we just got to hope Deno gets through this fight, because if he does, that strength token is of a lot of value against the Butcher, because you can spend them when you have no survival, or when you're frenzied, because you can. Oh, Tops is frenzied too, actually, so he's got a bit of frenzy. He can spend survival while frenzied as well. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This showdown sort of doesn't really matter. We have a nice little fun kick around with this idiot. So he's in a tombstone. At the start of his turn, he does a full move towards the closest threat. We can choose. We'll do the full move towards Melvin. We don't really care what happens to Melvin. If he dies, he dies. He's only 4 insanity. So he's 4 evasion. It's a 2 speed attack, hitting on a 4+, so it goes to 8s. It's a 7 and a 6, so Melvin avoids any tombstone after effects. We flip. Listen up. Closest non-death threat in field of view. Oh, he's going to shoot our ear off. Nice. We do have a surge at this opportunity, so Melvin could do something, but he won't. A 1 and an 8. Melvin will spend a survival to dodge. Does Melvin get that survival back from the rawhide armor? He doesn't. There is no... Oh, we need an extra dice because it's 3 speed. That's a 9. Okay, Melvin changes his mind. Melvin is about to be deaf. And he'll dodge this shot to the head. So 1, 2, 3. And Melvin is deaf. Unlucky Melvin. That was a real shame for you, buddy. Suffer -1 permanent evasion. That's annoying. Would have liked. Melvin was evasion 4, was he? Was he 3 and 8? Fucking hell, Melvin. Oh, he's got a permanent green, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got a permanent green. He's the rawhide guy, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, that's the end of the Manhunter's turn. So it's our turn. We do get to see what's on top of the hit location deck. It's his gun arm. We break his trigger finger. Who's got our most luck at this point? Deirdre, no. Seb, definitely not. Jonas. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump in the thing. Don't need you to do any wounds at the moment, buddy. You're fine. There was no knockdown from that one. Nope. So we'll probably just do Melvin's just rocking fist and tooth, so we'll try Melvin. His accuracy is +1, so he's looking for 7s. He rolls a single 9. He hits this. The only thing he can crit on is an 8. Otherwise he can't wound. So it's just a crit. That's a 4. Melvin does not critical the gun arm, and so Melvin is done. What's on top now? There's a stake. Roll 1d10 and add your evasion. Melvin will spend a survival to surge. He doesn't get it back. Swings. Hits on an 8. That's 1 hit. It is a first strike impervious. He rolls his evasion added to this roll. He rolls a 9. So he archives that stake and it is gone. He'll then move 1, 2, he'll just move to there. What's on top of the deck now is the Rippling Abs. We didn't bring the bow to this fight. We don't have a spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the rear with this chick who also we do not care about, Deirdre. She'll swing with the Blood Drinker. She's 1 accuracy, so it's needing 4s to hit. She rolls a 7 and a 6, which is a super dense, and the ossified knee guards. So we'll do this one and see if we can get the critical. She doesn't have a luck, Deirdre. She doesn't have a bleeding token. A 6 is a wound because her total strength is 9 plus 6 is 15. And this guy's toughness is 11. Oh, fuck. It's only 11. Oh, he's going to get flogged. We don't fail. Fuck, did that 3 on the fist and tooth wound before? Melbourne? No. And then this one, it's a critical. Something falls from a pouch, gain a skull, basic resource. You'll love to see it. Someone gains an insanity. Deirdre herself can gain the insanity. What's on top? It's a quarter neck. We'll spend a survival to surge. I think I already did that. See if she can hit. She hits twice, including a perfect hit. You got anything for perfect hit, sweet lady? She does not. She did have stinky gear. Reflex. Perfect. +2 toughness to wound. The knotted back. So that means it's 13, which means we need a 4 to wound this location from that. That's a 9, which is not a critical, but it is a wound, and we cancel the next reaction in this attack, so we cancel this reflex, which does not matter because we wounded. Anyway, good work, Deirdre. Jonas, bum, bum, bum. What's on top of this? The death blow. All right, Jonas is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll then spend a dash into the rear. And yes, so he's going to fight with his beast knuckle, and he's going to use paired using the round leather shield. So all weapons in his gear grid gain paired. So that means we get to add the speed to another one. So that means we're rolling 4 dice, hitting on 2+. So 4 hits. So we've made a paired attack, which means we increase verminism. And we have hit the monster at least 3 times in a single attack. He was supposed to go first this turn. Can't change that. I'll have to remember that. All right. Jonas's evasion is a rock solid 4, so he needs to roll 4 or higher on that. If your result is less than 8, okay, so we will use a Guardian reroll. Who has Guardian? Seb is off the board. Deirdre has Guardian. So Deirdre will use a Guardian reroll. Don't fucking fail me, Jonas. Good. Jonas rolls a 4, which means 8 in total, so the stake is archived and that is gone. He now gets to do these in whatever order he wants. Jonas's insanity is high enough that that one is irrelevant and failure is irrelevant. So we'll actually do it in this order. Great, so he wounds on a 2+. So he wounds. Boom. And then because of that, he wounds on a 2+. Oh, it's a 1. Come on, Jonas. Don't do this to me. We'll spend another Guardian reroll. A 7. And another 1. It's fine. We won't Guardian reroll that. Save them for severe injury rolls if we need to. So Jonas has hit the monster 3 times. Yes. Oh, precision. Yes. Yes. All right, in that case, we do an automatic critical wound on that hit location, 1, and then that one is another wound. So the critical is gain a +1 luck token. So that's all good. Oh, does Jonas then spend a survival to deflect 2? He does, he surges. He deflects for 2. Deflect, deflect. And he's done. And that one was the turn to face the attacker. So that's there. What's on top of the hit location? It's a hardened torso. Deno will move to here. Deirdre's going to spend a survival to dash. So she's not in the front facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so Deno's going to swing with the Fetosaurus. Hits twice. We get this. And we get this. We're not shooting with a whip. Fetosaurus is criticaling on a 9 for Deno. Doesn't gain a death token. He's not subjugated. He's not prepared. Come on, Deno. Rolls a 9. Cheerio. The Manhunter coughs up blood. The attacker gains a +1 strength token. They may spend 4 survival to treasure this moment. Sure. Gain a permanent strength instead. And that's Fetosaurus, so that is a wound. And now this one, we are critting on a 9. That's a 2, but it's still a wound. And so the Manhunter is now moves onto the space that I was on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knockdown. That is the end of our turn. Deno is subjugated, so he cannot be stood up by anyone else. End of our turn. Deno stands up thanks to Fist and Tooth. We do a short stride, a full stride rather. Closest threat is Jonas. So Jonas is going to get hit twice. He has 2 deflect up because he's a fucking legend. He's evasion 4. And the tombstone is hitting on a 4, which goes to 8. A 3 and a 10. So Jonas is deflecting one of those hits. So tombstone does nothing. We'll then do this precise cut. The furthest threat in field of view, it's Deno. So, does Deno move forward here to bring it closer to everyone else? What's Deno's survival situation? At this, what's on top of the hit location deck rather? An impervious hit location. I think Jonas is going to swing here, which is an awful risk. Nah, Jonas is going for it. He's a fucking champion. Survival to surge. 4 dice at this flow. Hits 3 times. Jonas picks himself up. 1, 2, 3. Still no trap. What's on top now? Gritty visage. Beautiful. So this is impervious. So we won't do that. That's a failure which we won't trigger. That's a wound. Alright, so Jonas gets to cancel reactions on the first attack. So he will cancel this reaction. Oh, did he roll a perfect hit? He did roll a perfect hit, so he gets to do an automatic critical. So we'll do that one. We'll archive the Manhunter's hat gear and a leather. Or this one. we'll do this one. So we automatically critical. This is from Hissing Eyes, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we hit 3 times, and we made a paired attack. When you make a paired attack, it inflicts a perfect hit on the first critical hit location. Yep. So we will draw that. It is first strike, so we have to do that. Okay, so now we have to critical this one. We can't cancel that because it's not our first chosen. So that's a 6, which is a wound. Oh, we've done 2 wounds. And now we suffer a severe injury roll with +1 to the result. Ugh. Can you tell I'm getting nervous for Jonas? He suffers a severe injury to the body and he gets +1 to the result. 5 goes to a 6. He's disemboweled. Probably not too bad. It doesn't say that he's knocked down, so he's okay to continue rolling. He'll roll this one. That's a 3, which is a wound, so there's no failure. And then roll on this one, which is impervious. Rolls a 6. Reflex, suffers a severe waist injury with +1 to the result. He gets +2. So that's a 10, so he's knocked down. Good work, Jonas. Now the Manhunter continues with his card. He moves to here. Deno is this fight's gonna be over very quickly. So he's gonna hit Deno 4 speed, 2+ goes to 5+, hits 3 times. Waist, hand, body. Waist, 1, 2. Hand, 1, 2. Body, 1, 2. Deno suffers bleed. I think Melvin's got hemophobia. Yep, so Melvin's knocked down. It's our turn. Start of the turn, he stands up thanks to Fist and Tooth proficiency. Old mate has to go first, our Qatar guy. So he's just going to move 1 because he's disemboweled, and then move 1 because he's disemboweled with a dash. Actually, we won't. We'll just dash into there and see if the monster moves closer somehow. So what's on top of the hit location deck? It is a stake. Deno has a decent chance of surviving a stake. So, he needs to roll 2 hit rolls. He hits runs with the Fetosaurus. Gets a stake. Rolls a 2 + 4 is not. He suffers bash, bleed, and 4 damage to a random hit location. Deno suffers 4 damage to his hands. And he bleeds. And he's bashed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's done. The gritty groin. Deno's done. Jonas has just done a dash, so he's not done. Seb's done. Oh, Jonas has to go first, doesn't he? Yeah, so he's done. Deirdre. She was not targeted, but we should try and get evasion training. Seb's got high roller. Jonas has got high roller. I reckon we might just let him attack Jonas with this. Yep, Jonas will put up deflect too. Great. All right, we're going to let him go. It's his turn. Manhunter, closest threat. He moves to there. He swings twice with the tombstone. It's a 9. We'll take the 9 for high roller. Seems okay. The 1 misses, so that's the end of tombstone. He whips this card. He gets running charge of the furthest threat in field of view. It is Melvin or Deirdre. So I think Deirdre's got Guardian. Melvin's got hemophobia. Yep, we'll go on Deirdre. So he moves to there. Or do we swing with our Qatar guy? Yeah, so we're going to surge with Jonas. It's the next turn. Whilst in the middle of this flow. And if we're really lucky, we'll get to kill him right now. It's probably not going to be that lucky. We have to flip 4 cards. If the trap's in here, I'm going to be unhappy. 1, 2. Oh. All survivors within 2 spaces of the Manhunter suffer knockback 3 directly away from the monster. 1, 2, 3. Perform gun action, target the attacker. Oh, we did perform a paired attack. And he hit the monster 3 times. Mirror Eyes 3. Nice. Precision 2. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. Okay. So now he performs gun action. It's 2 speed. It hits on a 2+. That's 1 hit. That hit is deflected. All non-deaf survivors suffer brain damage. So he's going to suffer 2 brain damage. I think he'll be okay. 2 brain damage and 2 brain damage. So now he continues this running charge. He's going to move to here. He swings on Deirdre. It's 3 speed. Deirdre is hit once. Deirdre can spend a survival to dodge that, but she will not. That's the end of his turn. She stands up. Thanks to Fist and Tooth. She'll swing with the Blood Drinker. Deno stands up thanks to Fist and Tooth. Blood Drinker, axe, hits twice. Oh, we should have seen what was on top. It's the Gritty Visage and the Death Blow. So can she crit with that? She can't, but it is a wound. Suffer a severe injury with +1 to the roll result. She suffers a severe injury to the boots. She rolls a 4. That's not good. Dismembered leg, I think. Dismembered leg. Boo. What are you doing, Deno? Dismembered leg. Come on. But she's not knocked down, so she can continue to wound the death blow location. So that is 2 wounds. Top hit location is that. I really would love to kick him in the face with our paired weapons guy. But I don't think that's going to happen. So Deno's going to dash into there, swing with the Fetosaurus, hits twice, whips that, and not the trap. We'll do this order. Deno doesn't have a critical luck bonus, so he gets a crit anyway, gain a Crimson Vial, and he gets a 3, which is a wound. That is enough. Now the Crimson Vial, does that let us archive it to clear a serious wound, I think? Crimson Vial. You may consume and archive this to clear any severe injury of your choice. Do we clear the dismembered leg? I don't think we need to. We've got another regenerating blade. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to use the regenerating blade on the dismembered leg, and we're going to use the Crimson Vial on the Jonas with his disemboweled. And that's it. We survive and defeat the Manhunter. Not at all a showdown I was concerned about. He's pretty straightforward most of the time. Most of the time you can trundle through him without a lot of difficulty. right, we shall complete the showdown. Before we do any of our pondering, does anyone need weapon proficiency points? No. No. Seb, you didn't swing with a dagger. Deirdre, you did swing with the axe. And Melvin, you didn't swing with a guitar. Complete the showdown, gain 1 hunt XP, and we shall gain plenty of pondering. So, the first person to ponder in this lantern year to gain a new philosophy is going to gain ambitionism. And that just happens. So, we will not use Melvin for that. We will use Deirdre. Gains ambitionism. We need to add ambitionism to our deck. This is the last one, well, and romanticism that I haven't looked at, which is exciting. Philosophy, ambitionism. If you're a returning survivor and your collective cognition did not increase during the aftermath, skip the next hunt and sulk. That is very funny. So you privileged. Your tenant knowledge will be determined by the rank 1 result in this book. Oh, look at that. As a child, you were a majestic creature. Gain 1 courage and 3 lumi. That is awesome. Roll 1d10. Deno. It's an 8. Draw 6 knowledge cards from the knowledge deck and gain it. Your tenant knowledge. What is our collective cognition? 41. We will not be doing that because there's no other ambitionists. Select any knowledge from the knowledge deck to be your tenant knowledge. Oh, fuck me. What do we want our tenant knowledge to be for Deirdre? That is awesome. I'm going to stop and have a think. Okay, we choose osteophage. That is easily the right choice, I think. Frees up the grid in a massive way. All right, so now Melvin flips 1, and I'd really love it if Melvin didn't flip romanticism, but I almost guarantee you he will. Dreamism. Okay, Melvin's a dreamist. We have to ponder. So Melvin ponders. We don't have a gaming gazebo. Melvin rolls a 4. Gains an observation is tenant knowledge and gains a lumi. Done. Melvin's done. Let's go and have a look at who else was pondering. Was it Deno? Indeed, Deno has become a level 4 lanternist. What a champion. He's achieved the highest rank of lanternism. Level 4, lanternism, overseer. Okay, gain 1 lumi. Compare which is greater, the death count or the lantern year. The death count is higher. The death count is waxing. As you delicately cradle a lantern, reaching your brain, your existence is a confusion of fury. Gain Ghost Zerker. Oh my god, if they're equal, that is awesome. Okay, Ghost Zerker. What year are we? 16. We're actually closer to that. So we're going to clear Light Warrior, maybe? Let's have a look at Light Zerker. Or Ghost Zerker. Treat all your tokens, including ones on survivor status cards, as death tokens. Huh. And what was the frenzy one? Light Eater? Gain a death token, consume a death token. How does that help us? We will go Light Whisperer and Ghost Zerker. Oh, we don't have Light Whisperer. Damn, we have Light Eater. Light Warrior and Ghost Zerker. Okay. Good work, Deno. You're rocking on. That's pretty great. And we have one more person, which must have been Jonas, who went up in Verminism. Oh, Verminism is my favourite. I think he has turned into, he's not a Vermin Lord, it's Dominion. Oh, man. Oh, wow, this is so cool. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. I just built Vermin belly boots, and that took me to 4. Well, okay, it was 4 or 5, so I already had 3 to 5. Man. I've got to look at Queen of Hands. What does that do? +2 speed? On the left and right columns of your gear grid match, you may cancel any number of hits in your attack before drawing. Oh, holy shit. That is outrageous. Oh, that is outrageous. We gain Envenom Edge. I fucking love this game, oh my god. I fucking love it so much. This is amazing. Okay. Amazing. Alright, so we leveled up into oh yeah, it's over here. We leveled up into Mirror Eyes 3, so we're clearing that out. Someone gained Relativity. Envenom Edge, oh my god. Envenom Edge has just been added into the fucking deck. Jonas is my new favourite guy. High Roller. Oh no, we've got to get rid of High Roller at that level. Mirror Eyes is amazing, but yeah, we've got to keep Mirror Eyes surely on him. Yeah, we will take. So Envenom Edge. Okay, let's read this. When you hit the monster at least 2 times in one attack, it gains a Venom token. When it has 2 or more Venom tokens, it feels the effects of the poison and suffers 1 wound. So literally, every time, that's Envenom Edge 2, I've got to get Envenom Edge 1. Calm down, Deno. You've jumped the gun. Venom tokens. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to replace High Roller. Oh, I don't want to replace High Roller on him at that point. Nah, I've got to replace high roll. There's no way I can not just lean into this strategy. Envenom Edge. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Departing survivors gain a speed token next time they depart. Not sure we need extra speed against the butcher actually, just quietly. Not sure we do. That has absolutely made my day, Verminism. Absolutely has made my day. I had no clue that you needed vermin resources. The only reason I've got vermin resources here is because I haven't needed hide and I haven't got any of the stuff for cooking yet. I haven't got cooking. I'll save it to do cooking. That's so great. Oh, Verminism is my new favourite one. Let's see who's departing this lantern year. Well, Jonas is going out again. He's a Verminus 3. Jonas is definitely going out. Who are we facing? The Butcher. Kaylin will go so she can shoot that bad boy. Layla can go. Does she need to go? Actually, yeah, she's a good one to go. Michiko, no, Top. I think Top's a good one. Sleepless Guardian, Fingernail Door. Yeah, Top might go because he's got Specialization Axe Mastery. Doesn't help him at all, but he's got Leprosy, so he's immune to damage. And Deirdre. So, Layla. So Deirdre is going to go out as a scout. This is just delightful. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, friends, we're ready for the Butcher. We've definitely got a lot of collective cognition up here. We've got group philosophy focus, which is great. We can spend stuff. Ancient wisdom we're still a long way away from, but this next lantern phase, if we win this fight, is going to be absolutely incredible. So we know the Butcher's dealio. Here he is. It's a lot of fun. 10 basics, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advanced. We're invincible. No, we're not invincible. We're Frenzied Berserker, so he draws 2. You can't see what I'm doing. What an idiot. Here's the hit location deck. Boom. Here's the action deck. Boom. He's 1 speed, 1 damage. And he has fast target, so he draws 3 a turn. No. That's back in the other one. Forget about it, friends. I know how to do this game. I'm very good at it. This is an exhausting period of time. 3 showdowns in the one lantern year is a lot. Okay. If we do it right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is no way for him to get to us until the third AI card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just slide down one more and the Butcher comes to here. Now the person we want to take the hits is Jonas. I thought about it a lot and I made a change. Jonas is going to keep Envenom Edge, but he's also going to keep High Roller. We'd leveled up the eyes one to the max. So we're going to hopefully get an opportunity to buy that back again because he's got 4 Lumi. So hopefully we'll be able to get that back. But he doesn't need that one as much, like Guitar Specialization. Yeah. Gain 1 evasion on a perfect hit with a guitar. Oh, fuck. All right. I didn't even know that. This is beautiful stuff. So Jonas might actually start chasing down Fist and Tooth proficiency now. For no reason other than if he gets it, he gets +2 accuracy, +2 strength, which would be tremendous. We're done. Everyone's stuff is great. We're going to depart and we're going to apply arrival bonuses. Unfortunately, everyone's getting a strength token and everyone's getting a speed token. And so it's like we're frenzied without actually being frenzied, which is great. Strength, strength, strength. Red Fist is hugely impactful in this. Jonas, strength token, speed token. Let's just actually double check that I've done Deno right. So he's got a +2 on arrival, gain a death token. So he's got that, gain 1 strength, 1 accuracy and 1 evasion while you have a death token. So 1 accuracy, 1 strength, 1 evasion, plus an extra 1. He's 1 less evasion. He doesn't have that anymore. Cool, luck, speed, great. Jonas, so Layla, 1 and 1. How many speed have we got out here on the board? Strength and speed. And finally, Deirdre, strength and speed. This should be fun. This should be a lot of fun. It's going to be over quick, I'll tell you that much. Here's the butcher. Here's our team. I do not have a stone-faced cloak on our scout. And I do not have one on our scout because our scout is an osteophage and is rocking 6 on all armour. It's the best scout ever. But we can't hide. So. Okay, Butcher flips his first AI card. He flips Bite, closest threat in facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is done. The next one he gets is Gaze of Truth, the closest threat in facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't get adjacent, and so the Gaze of Truth does nothing. And his last one is Kick, the closest threat in facing. We roll 3 speed, hitting on a 4+. Who's he attacking? Jonas, that's right. So Jonas, does he have the ability to do deflect? Yeah. He'll spend a surge to deflect 2. Boom, boom. He's deflected 2. And the Butcher needs to hit him. He's only evasion 2. So he rolls a 1, a 3 and a 4. So none of those hit. He doesn't suffer knockback. He does not suffer the priority target token. He then pursues the target. It's the same stats. He rolls a 9 and a 4. We will take one of the 9s using High Roller. The other one will get deflected away. There is no after damage effects. That's the end of the Butcher's turn. What is on the top of the hit location deck? Furious Greaves. Jonas will go first. He will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has to go first because of Prima Donna. He will swing with his Beast Knuckle. He is an innate... Oh no. He's going to have to make a paired attack. He's 5 dice. Come on, Jonas. 5 hits. Man, if I trap in the first thing, it's going to be so annoying. So failure does nothing. Impervious does nothing. Reflex, bash, reflex. Okay, so I think this is the order we do it in. On your Jonas. So he will... What is his? He's made a paired attack, gain a progress. He's made an Envenom Edge. So it's a Venom token. All right, well, let's use something cool for a Venom token. Yeah, let's use this bleed thing. So I'm going to put this here on top of the wound stack 1. He's got a Venom token. Okay, so to wound this one, Jonas is strength 6 and the Qatar is strength 4. And the Butcher is toughness if he's 12. He's 12. Anything but a 1. It's a 4, so that is a successful wound. Bang. Moves adjacent to the attacker. He already is adjacent. The next one, there's a failure. That's a critical. Lantern 10 does nothing. Done. This one's impervious. We gain an insanity. Bang. This one's a reflex. We won't use that one. We'll use our 9, which is a wound. And we then roll a reflex dice. If the result is greater than our courage is 4. It's not greater than our courage, we suffer no brain damage. And the last one is a 2, which is a wound. All adjacent survivors suffer bash. We've done 4 wounds and he moves towards the furthest survivor. He's there. What's on top of the hit location? The Furious Vambraces. Jonas is knocked down. Great work, Jonas. All right, the rib blade on the Scout. The rib blade hits on a 5 because the Scout is accuracy 1, so that's a hit. Rolling to wound. That is a 1, which is a failure. There is a failure reaction on this Vambraces, but I think we will use a Guardian reroll. We will, and we'll get a 4, which is a wound, our first Guardian reroll on Deirdre. So that's no failure. Take a wound. What's on top of the hit location? It's a Furious Breastplate. We'll spend a survival to surge with Deirdre. She'll swing. She does not hit on a 3. She will then move 1, 2, 3. Toppy is going to move into the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to swing the axe. Rolls a 1 and a 7. The 7 is a hit. It's +2 toughness to wound this location. Toppy is strength 3, so Blood Drinker is 9, so we need a 5. He's got axe mastery, so he can re-roll failed wound rolls. He fails, double tap fails. Does he have any bleeding tokens? No. He doesn't have a fingernail door. Game Master, Tinker, bit of Frenzy. Yep, done. That's done. What's on top? The trap is on top. Okay, so rather than doing anything else, Deno's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and block 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so Deno blocks 2. That's the end of our turn. It's the monster's turn. And start of the monster's turn, shuffle his hit location deck. Generally, he targets the closest threat in facing, and that is actually only Deno. And so he flips all non-deaf survivors. Roll 1d10 for each target. On a 4+, they suffer 1 brain damage per monster level and are knocked down. It's only going to be 1 brain damage because we have Fetosaurus. Maybe. So Deno, he's not suffer it. Jonas, he does suffer it. He suffers 1 brain damage and marks a brain damage on that. Layla, she suffers it, 1 brain damage. Marks 1 brain damage on that. Toppy, he suffers it. And he's knocked down. Knocked down, knocked down. And the Scout does not suffer it. Someone gets to ignore intimidate actions. Was that Topulus? Ignore being knocked down by brain trauma and intimidate action. So Topulus is still standing up. Second AI card is Hack, the closest threat in facing. Top will swing with the Blood Drinker at this point. He'll spend a survival. Double ones, hits nothing. He then moves into Deno. He's out of range. Third, final AI card is Hugh, the closest friend facing it's Deno. It's 2 speed, hitting on a 3+, a 7 and a 5. I think Deno's evasion 2. Yep, so that's 2 hits. Both of those get blocked from Fetosaurus. That is all. There's a Furious Bellow, so everyone will stand up thanks to Fist and Tooth proficiency. Deno will swing with the Fetosaurus. No, we're going to do Jonas first because we have to. He'll go to there. He's making a paired attack. Oh my god. Can you relax, Jonas? Can you relax? Critical hit with a Guitar Master. He did that. He gains another bleed token or venom token on the wound stack from Envenom Edge, and he has leveled up to Hissing Arms 3. Deflect 3! Oh my god. He's got 2 evasion tokens. And this Guitar Mastery is fucking incredible. Now, just don't flip the trap, you idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing, Deno? Cancel the first reaction. We'll cancel this reaction with Guitar Mastery. We're wounding on. 1's not a wound. I think we can probably afford to let that go. No, actually we'll use a Guardian reroll. We roll a critical. That's 1 wound. This one, we have 3 courage, so we ignore that. That's a wound. This one, that's a wound. And this one, that's a wound, and the Butcher suffers minus toughness till the end of the round. There's 6 wounds left, or 6 cards left, I should say. I did say this was going to be a short fight. Jonas is on a tear. What's on top of the deck? A Super Dense. Deno will swing with Fetosaurus. He hits once. We know it's super dense. We know he wounds on anything, but there's a critical just in case. Deno. Both Jonas and Deno are going to surge and block and deflect. Deflect 3. That is absolutely wild. That can't be fucking fair. There's just tokens everywhere. There's fucking tokens everywhere over here. Look at this. It's just tokens everywhere. We'll definitely use another Guardian reroll there. Oh, okay. So, who needs weapon proficiency points? Layla, you're already a Maestro. Top, you're already a Maestro. Deirdre, you're not rocking an axe, so it doesn't matter. What's on top of the hit location deck? It's the Furious Van Braces. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the rear, swing with the Blood Drinker. Hits twice. Yeah, this works out okay for us. Failure. It's not a failure. Take a wound. Reflex. It is a wound. All adjacent survivors suffer bash. So he loses his evasion tokens because he's knocked down. No, he'll spend a survival to dash actually. Jonas. Deno's happy to be knocked down. And top's going to get knocked down as well. What do we got? 3 wounds left. What's on top of the hit location deck? The scout will swing with the rib blade. 4 is a miss. Unless we do that. 4 is a hit. 2 is a wound. What's on top of the hit location? Reflex. Result is greater than their courage. 5 is definitely greater than Deirdre's courage. So she suffers 1 brain damage. She'll surge. Swing again with the rib blade. Hits on an 8. It's this. Wounds on a 2. It's that. There's 2 wounds left. And there is an impervious cleaver on top. We'll just move to here. And that's it. It's the Butcher's turn. The first AI card, his only AI card is this. The closest threat in facing is Jonas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He then draws that again. 1, 2, 3. Jonas has 3 deflect up. And he's got 4 evasion, so he deflects 1. And then he swings again. And he deflects 1. But Jonas won't deflect that. He'll take that for high roller. It's Jonas, bum 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 bum, he's carrying the wheel. All right, I think Jonas goes. Well, Jonas has to go. And Jonas will swing with... When you hit the monster at least 2 times in 1 attack, it gains a Venom token. Great, so he's just going to swing the Beast Knuckle. He's not going to use paired. He hits 2 times. And it gains a Venom token. Suffers a wound from a Venom token. 1, 2. 1, 2. He will use his 10 from High Roller to advance High Roller to 3. It's not a failure. Butcher is defeated. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We roll on this table. We add 2. It's a 9, 1 broken lantern and a butcher's cleaver. We definitely don't need a butcher's cleaver, but I'll take the broken lantern with appreciation. 1 hunt XP for everyone on that fight. Complete showdown. Advance the year. 1 hunt XP, 3 collective cognition, and we return to the settlement. The Year of Doom is done. But this episode is not yet done because we still have some wonderful timeline events to deal with. Before we do any more wonderful timeline events, however, we must draw a settlement event, and we shall draw. There's really only one that we don't want to see. Rivalry is not ideal. Story in the Snow. We'll take Story in the Snow, and we'll roll not a Lantern 10, hopefully. That's great. So Story in the Snow is a good outcome. So we still have the Story in the Snow banked up for 2 cracks at the Godhand. We have a Black Harvest. Which is done with the Dung Beetle Knight. Here is the Black Harvest. So, nominate a survivor to be the gatherer. In addition, the settlement may unbury gear. All right, so we will send... Do we send Kalen down? No. We don't need to send Kaylin down. Someone's going to die, and so we will send. Won't send Fen. We'll send Kimberly down. Kimberly's heading down into the depths of the vampiric artichoke, and on a 1d10, we roll a 1 to an 8, and we see if we can have a feast. We do not. She'll use her lifetime reroll. She dies. Poor Kimberly. She's a pink Power Ranger. But that's all she brought to the table. The morgue. Let's just get some basic. Got Hyde coming out the wazoo. So, we now get to unbury gear. We can archive a cell, and we have a cell. However, we need to think if we definitely want to do this. You are heralded as a master restorer on a 5+. If you have 0 hunt XP. All right, so we are going to, and what is it, you can't depart? They cannot depart, okay. So Melvin is probably one of our restorers. And so we've got to decide if we want to archive the cell. Melvin does have his reroll. Not rolling these would be a tragedy of epic proportions. We're a 60% chance. We'll archive a cell. We get all of these. So the Sentry shoulder pads are now calcified shoulder pads. The Digging Claw is now a Digging Claw. Deirdre's going to go out. September will be our next one. Seb, he's going to gain a calcified Juggernaut blade. And the last person will be Fen. Fen gains a calcified claw. We're not going to bother digging that up. So that's going to stay in the ground. And I think we can potentially unbury that at a later stage. So we have our calcified gear, and we can now craft stuff which requires Nightmare Corn and Vampiric Artichoke from the Wet Resin Crafter. So let us do that. Let us go to the Wet Resin Crafter and let us craft some things. We don't need to do this at this moment, but we will so that we remember why we're doing it. The Wet Resin Crafter. So we will craft, oh, we've got calcified Digging Claw, calcified Digging Claw, calcified shoulder pads, and a calcified Juggernaut blade, which is not on there, but that's okay, we won't need it. All right, so the Scarab Circlet we can't make because it requires a compound eye. The Century Greaves, though, we can. And it requires 2 iron, a scarab shell, and a beetle horn. So we will craft that. The Elastic Harness we will craft, which is called a rubber bone harness. And we don't need a beetle bomb. All right, those have been crafted. At this point, we're also going to craft a Zanbato from the Weapon Crafter. because we're going to bury these two bad boys. So that's all. That's our black harvest done. And now we have secret meeting, which is also in here. And we nominate a survivor to gain 1 understanding, and that survivor is the dude that we just made, who's got 0 hunt XP, Barry. Barry the Spear. Barry, you have gained the disorder secretive, and you also gain 1 understanding. And now we are going to have a very important roll, which is going to be rolled by someone else 1 + 1d5 years from now. And let's see if we can roll low. We need to roll as low as we can. A 1. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. It's really good. So we add the secret meeting part 2 right here. It's a story event, secret meeting part 2. And that is all she wrote. And that is all of our timeline events that we need to do. So, we will spend an endeavour to innovate. We will spend an endeavour from, it won't be Seb, it'll be Michiko. He's going to use his special ability Mentor to nominate a survivor. They gain 2 Lumi and 2 Hunt XP. So, we'll nominate our super beetle guy, who is Barry. So Barry's going to gain 2 Hunt XP, and he's going to adopt a philosophy. He's going to gain 2 Lumi, 1, 2, from mentorship. And then we're also going to use mentorship, which costs 2 Lumi, and we're going to take him immediately to 3 for Barry. So Barry goes to 3 Hunt XP. So Barry is immediately our guy. He's ready for secretive. We don't need to take him out. We're going to spend, we're going to potentially do some other stuff before we trigger that. So that's done. So we're ready to go for secret meeting part 2. We now will prepare the forum and see if we can get hissing eyes. We get Light Warrior, Dark Eye, Evasion Training, Death Collector. Oh, Death Collector and Light Warrior could be an interesting combo for our Osteophage. Okay, the Innovate is probably what we need to do first. Monster Bone, Monster Hide. Do I want to spend a love juice? Yeah. Okay, so we're looking for Saga here, friends. If we get Saga, we're feeling good. Oh, that'll do. Don't care, I take Saga. Saga! Actually, we do need Koiria too. So let's have a look at what we can craft from here. This one, not yet. This one, Elytria, Gormite, Cell, Lantern Bloom. We don't have a cell, but we're about to go get one. We don't have a Lantern Bloom. When we get Koiria, we'll hunt a Flower Knight. Gormite, Stomach Lining, Calcified, Juggernaut Blade, Iron. Now I believe we have 1 iron. I hope we have 1 iron. We don't have an iron. We have a Gormite. it's probably worth using the Gormite at this juncture because we can make more Gormite. Well, that's a tough call. I need to think about that. I don't have any scrap because I made it Zambardo. Oh, where's our other iron? What other iron have we got? Dung beetle knife. Oh, the century shell is an iron. We'll spend a century shell. Your beauty. Your beauty. And a Gormite. And a stomach lining and a calcified juggernaut blade. We archived that cell. Griswoldo. It's done. I don't think there's anything that stops us now other than time. And maybe our settlement dying, but I don't think that's going to happen. We need Koiria, and we need the Old Master, and we just need to pick ourselves up a few. We need 2 more Skell, we need a Lantern Bloom, and we need time. Maybe 4 Cell would be good. We leveled up to Hissing Arms 3 in that, and we also leveled up to Fingernail Door 3, 2. So that's out. That fight was a bit of an embarrassment, not Fingernail Door High Roller, I should say. That fight was a bit of an embarrassment, really. Oh, Topulus did actually level up Fingernail Door, now that I think of it. As a returning survivor with 13 or more insanity, gains of progress. I forgot something on Layla in the last showdown a few things ago, where she had to do a reroll. She actually had a Drydocanthus sitting in her grid, so she just archived the Drydocanthus and did not have to use her Lantern reroll, her lifetime reroll, I should say. Fingernail Door. He's High Roller, Deno. Boom, High Roller. Okay, so let's go and look at our endeavours now. So we are going to spend 1 endeavour to do another harvest, subterranean agriculture. Underground, so we add Black Harvest to the timeline. We need to do a roll. So this roll, we need to do at least 5 people. The likelihood that we're going to do this in 4. Yep, so a farmer can potentially die here. So Fen, do we turn you into a farmer now, buddy? No. Galen, Barry, Top, Layla. No, I think what we'll do, is we'll have some babies. We will have some children at this point before we do the subterranean agriculture. So we will use face painting once. So we successfully face paint, and I think that'll probably be enough. do we just do it and not have to worry about it? We'll face paint once more. It's a dumb move. It's annoying. Nightmare training we don't need. Stone nose we don't need. Partnership we don't need. Pedal training we don't need. Don't need Rubido, we don't need that. Story time we don't need. Subterranean agriculture is the last one. Oh, we get rid of white mask. Alrighty. Get rid of white mask and the other one. Statue. Got 4 endeavours left, so I think we will try for some intimacy rolls. So the first one is a 4, that's not enough. The second one, that's a 9, so that's 1 intimacy roll, and we don't need to do that yet. So we'll do 1 more intimacy roll. It's a 6, it goes to a 7, it's not quite enough. So plus the archiving of these 4 love juices is a total of 6 babies, or 6 rolls rather, that we get to make. So let's have some children. Stand by, I'm going to go and do this off camera. Alrighty friends, so we have many new newborns, which is wonderful. It's made us feel a lot safer. And we're going to be able to do some more farming stuff. Now, Deno had twins, and those twins have to draw cards from the thing. So Yuck is one of those twins. She's actually only got guitar 5. And so Yuck, we rolled a 10, gains a Lumi, and then we have to draw 5 cards from the knowledge deck. And these 5, Yuck, and I can't remember who the other one was, someone without a Lumi, get to choose one of these. Stone Skin, Evermore's not getting chosen. Light Eater's a maybe. Envenom Edge is awesome, and Plausibility. All right, well, Stone Skin maybe. Cost 2. We'll go Light Eater and Plausibility on 1. So Knowledge, she gets a Light Eater. And it was not Kirk, it was France, the other twin. She will take Plausibility, I guess. It'd be good to level that up. Okay, so that is all for them. So now that we have a metric shit ton of survivors left, and we do have to do philosophies for all of those survivors too, including our newest one, but we are going to do a farming roll using Black Harvest, using Underground Sow. And so with that Underground Sow, we have to pick all of our farmers. We're going to do it 3 years from now, if we can roll a 15. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we should think about who's departing. It would be a better way to do this, Deno. Who are we departing? Dung Beetle Knight. Okay. So Deno's definitely going. Jonas is definitely going. Layla is definitely going. Top. And who's our scout? Do we send Seb? No, we send Deirdre, our scout. Nice. Okay, so 1, 2. Melvin already went. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's already spent an endeavour, so he can't do it. 8. All right, so we're 8 to the roll, so we need to get a 7, but we can't possibly fail and have farmers die. So 7, we're going to use a lifetime reroll should we need to on this roll. That's a lantern 10, we don't need to. So all of those farmers, Kalen, gain Vermin Obsession. Unfortunate. Fen is not a Vermin Obsession because he did the thing. I just realised if we want to encase and bury gear, 1 or more survivors, we need to do that as well. They cannot depart or spend endeavours. All right, well. I just want to bury these 2. The Zanbato, we turn into a calcified Zanbato. I really just want to bury the Greaves, I guess. So we'll do 1 less survivor doing that, and then Debbie can't depart. So we're just going to have to bury the Greaves. We have to bury again anyway, so. Century Greaves are getting buried and calcified. We need to spend a bone if we can't roll a 5+. So we will spend a bone, and I believe we'll spend a Century Fingernails to create a bone meal patch, and we are done. That has been buried. Everyone gains Vermin Obsession. That was a farmer, so I'll start going through that. I'll go through and do that now. Stand by, you don't have to watch that. Okay, so we're now going to spend some Lumi, and we're going to gain Romanticism as a thing for one of our new. Where's our good dude? Yeah, Barry. So Barry's going to gain Romanticism as his philosophy. We have to add it to the deck. Romanticism. And Barry, we're going to spend Lumi so he gets to pick Romantics. And that is beautiful. It's the final piece of the puzzle. I've not seen Romantics. This is my last philosophy. Dilettante. When you depart, gain a random knowledge. Yeah. Wanderlust. When you gain Hunt XP or gain that much Lumi. Gain a Lumi and roll 1d10. He rolls a 2. You do not gain the settlement's departing bonuses. You must depart this lantern year if able. He is not able, so that's fine. Cool. All right, so the rest of our survivors, to do that, to gain him Romanticism, we have to spend 4 Lumi, and we can do that from anyone in the group. So Top's just going to spend 4 Lumi. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will shuffle these bad boys, and we will deal them out one after the other for each person on the list. A Lanternist. That's exciting because I think Lanternism is where we need to go after this. So this one is Debbie, you're a Lanternist. So Debbie, you gain a Lumi and you roll this. You roll a 2. That's a real shame. You gain Light Whisperer. which we already have in the deck, but yeah, that's actually a good one. I like that one. Great work, Debbie. Our next person is Derek. Let's go, Derek. You flip. Marrowism. Derek, you're a Marrowist. Derek, gain a Lumi. And he rolls a 6. The next time you depart, gain a strength. The next time you depart, add 1 to all hit locations. Good on you, Derek. So next time he departs, I'll try and remember that. Derek may not depart. Viva la France. Deadism. Well, you're not doing a lot, I don't think. Deadist. I'm not sure how I feel about deadism. Level 1 deadist, we rolled a 9. Gain 1 Lumi and 1 strength. And gain an observation in Death Poet. Death Poet is already maxed. That's it. Good work, France. Kirk, captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Deadism. Oh, captain, my captain. Gain a Lumi and roll a 3. Gain Evermore. That is a bad one. It was good at the start, but I kept rolling too well. That's a real problem for me. Melvin's already done one. Serena. Serena flips. Lanternism. I am missing my faces that lets me draw 2 of these. But at least we have not drawn one of the bad ones. Lanternism. We roll a 4. We gain Light Whisperer as well. I would have preferred the other one for her. And Light. Come on, Dana, get it together. It's been a long Light Whisperer. And the next time she departs, she gains a death token. Our last one, is it? Yuck. Survivalism. I'm not going to take survivalism. I'm not going to take that. I've seen that too many. I'm going to take gourmandism. Very good. And step 1 of gourmandism says gain a Lumi and roll 1d10. A 9. Archive a resource and gain 1 accuracy. Got plenty of resources. A Gorm Stout Hide. That will do us for this Lantern Year. We depart in the next Lantern Year to face off against the Dung Beetle Knight. I feel very confident that we will be able to handle a Dung Beetle Knight at level 2. We're actually probably not far off a level 3, which is an outrageous comment. But yeah, we have our 5 departing survivors. We have buried our gear. We've got our great gear. So we're in great shape, friends. Look forward to catching you in the next Lantern Year. That's a mammoth episode. Enjoy. Talk to you again soon. Big Dino out.